A lot of the competition don't really know what they're doing. So if you stick to the basics of business and you start to be meaningfully different, that's what you need to be, meaningfully different. But get it right and you'll be fine.
Profit Pilot.
So as part of our ongoing videos on e-commerce, onto how to start and grow e-commerce businesses and or related services, I'm going to give a little bit of background to the e-commerce landscape. So roughly we've got mobile commerce. I'll go into a bit more detail in a little while, but you need to go mobile first, which is essentially you focus everything on the mobile phone, the smartphone. We've got social commerce, we've got personalization, and we've got sustainability. So if you've watched my previous videos, you'll understand that the future of the web is going towards, well, it's already on mobile, but it's already starting to work towards sustainability and personalization. When I first started out in e-commerce, everything was on the desktop. So what we mean by desktop is anything which isn't basically a mobile. So it's kind of like your laptop. I don't know if people still have the work computers. But basically your laptop, and then you got your mobile. Now it used to be the case where you design everything on your desktop because you get 80% of your traffic will be desktop. It wasn't even a gradual thing. It kind of happened overnight where the whole thing changed. I mean, I look at hundreds and hundreds of websites. I analyze a lot of the data, and pretty much across the board, you're looking at 80% mobile traffic. So that's what you need to focus on. I'll go into detail on another video about what you need to do and how you need to go about stuff on a mobile. There's social commerce. So there's a lot of platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. They're starting to monetize and integrate shopping features into their sales channels. Now, that's exactly what they are, the sales channels. It's not wise to build up a business on somebody else's platform, because you can see a lot of people, if they don't fit the narrative of what some of these companies' directions are, or they just don't like you, or you say something wrong, they can cut you off overnight and you've lost your business overnight. So I'm not a fan of building up businesses on other people's platforms. I'll explain my thoughts on Shopify and Magento, which are e-commerce platforms, as opposed to social media platforms, in another video as well. And then you got personalization. So we've already started to touch on artificial intelligence, machine learning, mixing that with personal data, web data. So you got personalization when it comes to e-commerce as well. So as you go around the internet, you're kind of tracked. So it's picking up preferences, where you've been before, different websites. And these are called cookies, and you've got different types of cookies. Cookie version 1, a second cookie, a third cookie, and all types of cookie. There's no chocolate chip cookie, unfortunately, but yeah, I'll go into that in a bit more detail as well. But basically, personalization is a big element moving forward in the e-commerce world. And then sustainability. So a lot of customers now are very aware of sustainability, and if you've listened to my earlier videos, you'll understand that a lot of the cryptocurrency and blockchain are going to start supporting a lot of sustainability and a lot of the supply chain management. So for me, it's mobile commerce and it's personalization. They're the two main ones. And then second would be sustainability, and then would be social commerce. Just because I see social commerce as sales channels as opposed to an e-commerce site. So the opportunities that we've got in this e-commerce landscape is you can expand to new markets, so it could be international or untapped niches. And again, like say, if you listen to my previous videos, there's opportunities going to start arising, especially in developing countries where they can start to use blockchain technology and decentralized currencies to have direct access to suppliers which were previously unavailable. There's a big uptake in subscription services and personalized products. I'll go into metrics at a different time. At a very, very high level, subscription-based businesses, if you can keep the person engaged, then you've got massive lifetime customer value. So it might cost you, at a very basic level, it might cost you £100 to turn a visitor or a number of visitors into one customer. But that one customer could be worth £1,000 over 12 months, 18 months. And that makes your business very valuable when you come to sell it. So what we're starting to see is with e-commerce is we can be different than traditional commerce. Obviously the principles are the same, but you can have different flavors. So there's a lot of companies doing product drops. I've been heavily involved in companies doing this, where you can have a limited range of products, a limited supply. So you've got a perfect combination of a market appeal, a product appeal, and exclusivity and scarcity. And those are just like, it's a triad of success. So product drops, where you a limited time, a limited range of products. You could do it on clothing, on fashion. You could do it on beverages or food, or anything where you can create a one-off kind of like batch. And then there's obviously, outside of e-commerce or ancillary to e-commerce, there's stuff like artificial intelligence and automation. So there's recommendation engines. So you could create software which supports the things I'm talking about in terms of personalization, sustainability. It could be artificial chatbots, which I know if you get them wrong, they're a nightmare. I've just dealt with one yesterday myself. There's a lot of opportunities around. So when it comes to creating a business, don't just think about buying and selling products. Buying a product at £1, selling it at £1.50. That's how a lot of people start off. You need to change your mindset as well into providing value. But again, I'll go over that. And the main challenges in e-commerce, obviously, is the e-commerce space is very crowded. There's a lot of competition. But again, a lot of the competition don't really know what they're doing. So if you stick to the basics of business and you start to be meaningfully different, that's what you need to be, meaningfully different. Not just different and wild for the sake of it. People have got to want that. So I'll go through how you can craft value propositions and product market fit at a different time. So there's a lot of competition, but get it right and you'll be fine. Logistics and shipping. So Amazon just do next day delivery and they're just smashing it on delivery. So unfortunately, that falls down to everybody else as well. And people expect track shipping, they expect fast shipping, and shipping is expensive. When we start to talk about COGS, cost of goods of sales, and how you start to price up your products, your shipping comes into it. It's slightly outside of your COGS, but it eats into your profit margins. But then again, you need good delivery as well. So yes, we've got competition, but get the basics right, you're fine. Shipping, you can't compromise on shipping. It's just something which people expect. And customer retention. So it's really important to stay engaged and to go from the model of visitor to customer to repeat customer to brand advocate. And again, there's all tactical plans to help achieve this. So yeah, that's the basic e-commerce landscape.